Welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. It's really cold in this car and I'm scared that if I leave the heating on, the battery in the car is gonna run out. We're just gonna sit here with my Starbies. I'm gonna be like an Ellie Thuman right now. I am sitting in the passenger seat. I thought that was kind of quirky. People don't mind when I rant really dramatically about things. So this is just gonna be kind of like advice, what's going on. I got a white mocha, iced with oat milk. I wish we had drive-through Starbucks on it. No, I actually don't wish that because I would spend all my money on it. I got people to ask me questions. How to start a YouTube channel. Honestly, you just have to do it. Woo! And if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. You either have the I don't give a fuck energy or you don't. No one's stopping you from doing it. And I just think everyone should have a YouTube channel. They're so much fun. I love having a YouTube channel because there's so many things you can look back on that you have like recorded. Even my friend, shout out to Sarah, will like show her friends like our Peru vlogs and stuff. And like people watch like vlogs of when we've gone away like with their families to like show them what's happened. Just and half it's just me sitting there like talking to the camera. If you're doing it for the right reasons of just like you enjoy it, then you can never fail at it. Because I mean, as much as I'd love to it be a career, but it's not, so I'm just gonna keep doing it because I feel like if I am forcibly trying to make it a career, then it's just obvious and it's kind of cringe. Am I single? This wasn't supposed to be a Q&A. Yes, I am very much single. Like white stuff at the end and it's annoying me. I can't mix it. Like, do I literally just dunk my finger? Dunk my finger in it. Mental health and lockdown. Like the craziest thing happened to me recently, like getting a new job and stuff. Not gonna tell you what job I have yet. I will though. Every time I say it, no one believes me. Every time you'll never guess. Mental health and lockdown. I mean, like after Christmas until like mid-January, I'd say I've never felt so purposeless in this world. I was trying to do every second day videos and I was trying to exercise. So the first bit of January I was doing so good, I was being so productive. And then I just started like doing things that I wouldn't do. Stay up really late. If you're doing things that are out of character for you just because we're in lockdown, don't. In October, I felt really shit. Now I'm actually really happy. Like things are just kind of going my way at the moment. And I've forgotten how good it feels to feel busy. Like I'm so busy at the moment. And today I'm kind of taking a chill day. And it feels so good. Whereas like back then, every day was a chill day. I was doing college from my bed, straight up in my bed on my classes, started eating unhealthy. And this was like a very short-lived bit, but like you really have to find self-motivation. I know it can be hard. I like always say this, but like you make your reality. And I know it's so hard, especially people with mental health problems. I'm lucky I've never suffered with mental health, but like you're the one who makes your own reality. And it's hard to hear and it's hard to know that like, well, if I want this, I would have it because I would have done that for myself, but I clearly don't. And stop feeling sorry for yourself sometimes and be like, me dwelling on all these problems isn't helping. Worst thing people are saying in this lockdown is like, but we're all unhappy. Oh, but we're all sad. Oh, we're all in this together. That does not help. I don't get pleasure out of knowing other people are feeling as shit as me. If people try to justify people feeling shit at the moment by being like, everyone feels like that doesn't help. If anything, just find a hobby, even find a job. Like I was contemplating literally just going off COVID pay and getting like a job, like a regular job. I was just like, I need something to do. Even though I have YouTube and stuff, that is just being at home all the time. And like editing videos is a pain in the ass. My video already Come Down Me My Fam. I was literally giving like an emotional speech about how shit I've been feeling, but I was like being really positive in that video, being like things are slowly coming together and stuff. Like I kind of manifested that unknowingly. Like things have been so good at the moment in the most random way, but I've never been happier and like life is great and I'm enjoying myself. Make sure you're eating healthy, and I know that can be hard, but you don't realize how much of our happiness comes from our gut. I think it's like 90% of serotonin comes from your gut. That's hard to like believe because like you're like, I just want to eat chocolate all the time. If you eat healthy, you will see such a difference in how you feel about yourself, especially mental health regarding fitness. And I also like to hear about your view on the media's promotion of an unhealthy lifestyle / diet. For me personally, I see your one Olivia on my For You page and I'm like, I'm not eating, I'm never eating again. She literally makes me want to never eat again. I think people don't realize we all have the same, well, unless you have extreme issues. If you're just your average person, like we pretty much all have the same issues. I'd say I have body dysmorphia. I'd say most people have body dysmorphia. Today I weighed myself and I weigh the lowest I've ever weighed in my life. I was like, I can't say this anywhere, tell people, because I don't want to put pressure on them, and I almost felt like ashamed of myself. People make out out that it's really, really bad to lose weight. I'm 19, that's what I want to do. I want to lose weight, not to fit into any society standards. I just feel like I can do it and I want to do it. Like, I feel like Olivia Neal definitely glamorizes her life, to be honest. This is kind of a shitty mindset maybe, but how I always remember is like, the richest people are never the happiest, and that's something I feel like I've witnessed firsthand in life. And like, I guess like I'm not materialistic at all. Maybe people wouldn't believe that or presume I'd be materialistic by my accent. I don't think I'll ever buy anything designer, and I think that's honestly a stubborn thing within me, that like I don't want to buy anything designer. I just don't see the value in it. If I hit like 100,000 subscribers, I wouldn't be like, I need to buy myself a Cartier ring. I'd be like, I want to get a tattoo. I've learned from losing weight that your happiness comes from within, and just because you look a certain way isn't going to change anything. Like, nothing changes when you lose weight, and people don't believe that until they lose weight and they're like, fuck, I hate my life. And I was also talking to someone, I'm not gonna say who, but she'd lost a lot of weight, and she was like showing me photos of her like really skinny, and she was like, I remember thinking I was fat here. Like, I literally thought I was fat. You will always have fat on your body. I always feel bad promoting self-confidence and everything when I'm like over here losing weight, but like, this is something like I want to prove to myself that I can do, and I feel so good. And there's definitely days where I'm like, you've eaten too much or anything like that, but like, feel like I do have a strong enough mindset to avoid an eating disorder. To be happy in your body, you have to realize like no one's looking at you, no one cares. And I know you might be like, no, but people do, blah, blah. Okay, first of all, if you have that mindset, it's just not gonna help at all. So you might as well just be delusional. I have a lot of delusion up here, but I'd rather be deluded because it makes me happier day to day, just being like, everyone thinks I'm hot, everyone who's really skinny hates themselves, everyone who's really skinny doesn't have boobs like me. Not to saying I'm not really skinny, but like, I do kind of just play down other people to make me happier. And like, I do that in my head, I wouldn't say that out loud, but you just have to remember, like, you're literally a fucking speck on this earth. Like, you genuinely make your own happiness. Like, you cannot just be like, oh, boys hate me, or like think about like, I need a boy for like validation. That is not gonna make you happy in the long run. It makes me so sad. And I've definitely been friends with a few people where they're just like those people that, you know, you just really want to help them. You want them to not hate themselves, but they do. But it's like a toxic mindset that they have, and they're not gonna change for anyone. They're not gonna change that mindset. They just think that they're the worst person ever and everything, but you just like, you just have to fake it. It's literally faking it until you make it. And people don't realize that we're all have the same mindset. I'm just faking it. I'm literally faking it. I will post things and be like, fuck, I look ugly. Oh, I'm not gonna post that because I look ugly. You only see the highlights of people's lives. Unfollow people that you don't know. Unfollow people that are those mutual friends that you barely know. You're just seeing the highlights of their life. I'm sure they're a nice person, but like, literally do things for yourself and no one else. Just like, chill the fuck out. Honestly, everyone needs to take a chill pill. I think people just need to stop being so pressed about other people's lives and literally just focus on yourself. You need to stop thinking about other people. No one's looking at you. I will walk by someone on the street and I mightn't be like, oh, they're hot, but I mightn't be like, oh, they're ugly. What? My opinion doesn't matter. It just doesn't. Other people's opinion on you doesn't matter. You can literally walk by someone on the street, they give you a dirty look, you can be like, they literally think I'm so hot. I mean, they probably don't, but that's what I tell myself. I'm so cold. Sip size coffee. Confidence in taking Instagram photos. You just gotta fucking do it. I literally was on a bridge with my friend and there was like, it was barely any space and there's just people walking by as I'm there like, and it looks weird, but like, I've heard people on Instagram, on TikTok, call it rejection therapy, which is very fucking dramatic wording, which pretty much means doing stuff in public that make you feel uncomfortable or awkward without actually letting yourself feel uncomfortable or awkward. You just kind of like have to do it and then be like, oh, this is funny. Like, everything in life is a fucking joke. That's why I hate when people like are so dramatic and like cry over stupid shit and dwell on bad things, because like, everything is literally a joke. Everything is funny, everything can be fun, everything is what you make it. Sometimes I'm sad about things because I feel like I should be, like something happens and I'm like, I'm gonna feel bad for myself, and then I'm like, I'm not sad. Why am I pretending this is the worst thing ever? You just kind of have to be a bit harsh with yourself and be like, this is very dramatic of me. People are dying. Friend advice and experience with toxic friends. I wouldn't say I've actually had experience with toxic friends. Definitely toxic, like, actually no, I'd say me and Sophie Casey were like toxic for a while, but that's like a situation not a lot of people would ever be in. Going into business with your friend. I've definitely been in some weird friend situations. Oh my god, I'm gonna talk about this. I'd say my weirdest friendship situation was a really intense best friendship when I was like 14, and It was just really intense. We'd always have these little arguments over text. We were really young and immature. Anyway, that just ended one day and we haven't talked since. There's no bad blood and nothing happened, but like, it's probably one of the best things that happened to both of us not being friends. And I don't know why, but we're both, I think, so different now. Like, we don't know each other anymore, but I would say that she is nothing like that person that she was when we were friends, and I would say I'm nothing like that person. So maybe it's just like completely cutting people off if you're able to do that. And even with Sophie Casey, we didn't talk for a while. Eventually just like went back to like whatever, like we didn't really care. You honestly just have to be best friends with yourself, and I think that will benefit you the most. My favorite song, I made a playlist. I called it My Funeral, lol. I'm gonna name the 10 songs and give you my reasoning why these are my top 10 songs in life. Lessons by Stormzy, banger. I just love this song and I don't know why, because I don't really know anyone who would be like, I'm obsessed with this song, but I'm obsessed with it and have been for like, since it came out. It's about him and Mayama's breakup. Surfing by Kid Cudi, really good vibes. SZA, I was like a really big fan of SZA before she came to Longitude, and then I remember being at Longitude and no one knowing the words of her songs, and I was like, what? And like, I know everyone loves her now, but I don't think everyone loved her back then like me. And this album has been my bitch since then. This actually kind of reminds me of my brother, I don't know why. So I went through a really big Little Skies phase, and this song, I don't know why, but I love it. And I have no reason. There's nothing relatable about the song. There's nothing, I don't even think it's that great of a song. I just like it, I don't know. This is my favorite Dermot Kennedy song. He reminds me of my mom. Violent Crimes by Kanye, love that song. Cigarette Daydreams reminds me of 6th Year, and someone commented it on one of my Instagram poll things. Cigarettes and Kush reminds me of my old gym. And 1973 by James Blunt reminds me of Peru. I have questions about PLC and what course I'm doing and what my plans are for the future. Someone said, how do you apply for PLC? I think you literally just apply through their like websites, I think. My mom like forced me. I wasn't gonna apply for any, and she was like, and she researched like all of them for me. This is how bad my guidance counselor in school was. My mom did everything, absolutely everything. She hasn't a clue about it either. She was just like, this child needs something. And I was gonna do journalism in Stillorgan, PLC place for their education, but then my mom rang them and asked and told them what I was into and everything, and they were like, oh, you should do creative digital media. I mean, love it is a strong word, but I'd automatically say I love it because I don't hate it, and there's stuff in it that I don't particularly like love, but like, it's really not hard. Someone said, I'd say it's better to do a gap year PLC. I'd say 100% a PLC. I know so many people that would have benefited off doing a PLC this year, so that they like know what they like and what they don't like, because now I know that if I got communications in DCU, which was my first choice, and I was 4 points off of it, I would have dropped out 100% by now. Don't like that course anymore. Probably do multimedia in DCU if I get it, or there's a creative digital media course in CIT. Maybe I'll defer the year. I'm kind of just chilled out. I just want to pass my PLC and see. Can we go on a date? No. Self-love / confidence. Since you're the queen of confidence, like, how you stay confident, hee. You just have to not care. Like, who cares? Who cares? If you don't think you're the hottest person alive, why don't you think you're the hottest person alive? Because people haven't told you you're hot. Nothing bad comes from thinking you're hot. You literally just have to have confidence, because no one's gonna like you if you don't like yourself. We all have bad days. We all have days where we're like, I literally look so ugly. I think I've gotten like this because I was a shy child, and I kind of just ended up having to like work on myself subconsciously, if that makes sense. I think YouTube helped with that so much, like 100%. It's the thing that I've done in my life that's put me so out of my comfort zone and given off the best results in the world. I'm so proud of 15-year-old Sophie like being like, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel with my friend. My life would be so different right now. I would never have found the things that I like to do. I was so bad at school. It makes me so sad. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to do something, do it, because you don't know where it's gonna lead you. And like they say, live your dash. You know the way it goes, like when you die, it has like the year you were born, the year you died, and then there's a dash in between it. You're literally just living your dash. It's literally a dash. You just have to put things into perspective. I actually really want to get a tattoo about perspective. If someone doesn't like you when you're being yourself, that's honestly shit for them. But as far as I've gotten in life, every single person that I know has liked me, because if they don't like me, I don't fucking know because I don't care. You know, when people are just complaining about stupid things and you're just like, and what's that gonna do? How is this helping? Sometimes I do get it, you are just in a negative mindset, and I think that is something you'll like notice about a good friend. I've had friends in the past where like I've just felt like everything they say is negative and there's no helping them or anything. Like I don't have friends that if they want to talk shit about something for like the whole time I'm with them, I will be like, go for it, 100%, do whatever you want. Because I know that they're not always like that, and like this is a once off. I think that's enough for this video. I need to pee, it's really fucking cold. If you want a part 2, I have lots more to spread. Lots more news to spread around the world. You are the hottest bitch in the world because you are no one else. You literally are no one else. Sometimes I compare myself to people online and I'm like, but they are not me. That is your power. The one thing you have above everyone else in this world is that you are not them. You are you. Stay funky, stay fresh. I love you though. I do love you. I really do be loving you though. If you're still here, comment the turtle emoji. Anyway, I love you.